everybody be wanting to claim they so real, but being real is taking accountability for your actions. Claudette is putting on your big girl panties or your big boy boxes and taking accountability. Like being like, okay, yeah, I fucked up. Okay, I was wrong. Because people be wanting to claim that they so real, but they don't even be knowing how to admit when they wrong. Claudette, how you real and you can't call your own self out?
You need to grow up. It was the best advice I could ever got. Cause she was right. Like, grow up. You're a big girl now. Try to figure out how to stop complaining all the time and start actually solving the problems on your own. If you feel like you're not happy, figure out on how you're gonna be happy.
It real. I contemplate that how I...
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you should. Guys, so we're going to be talking about how to take accountability. Deep breath. How to take accountability. There's a lot of people who do not take accountability, so let's get into it. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why people don't take accountability. Number one would be fear of consequences. Now, admitting your mistake can lead to negative repercussions, such as criticism, punishment, or loss of reputation, making people hesitant to taking responsibility. Accountability equals responsibility. If you're not accountable, you're not responsible for your own accountability. And that means that you are literally hiding from yourself and from owning up. Number two would be ego and pride. Oof, a lot of people have ego and pride. Don't get me wrong, like there is a stage where it's like obviously you don't want to admit that you're right and everything. And I hear it. You know, it comes like it's not, you can't just get it straight away. It takes time before you actually acknowledge and grasp the acknowledgement of accountability. A lot of people have fragile ego in the sense of they can't really admit when they're wrong because they feel like they're higher than people or they feel like they're going to be judged. But no, guys, just make sure, learn how to let it go. Let it go. Let it go, you know, and you'll be okay. Now, number three would be blame shifting culture. We live in a society where a lot of people literally shift blame. I simply don't understand. Like, obviously, sometimes I may shift blame, yeah, like here and there. But shifting blame is not something I tend to do anyways. That's something I do not do. I mean, accountability and ego, maybe some, you know, sometimes it depends on the circumstance. Like, it's normal to do that, but just learn how not to do that, because it's going to help you in life. And obviously it's helping. If you're able to do this, that means that you're growing and there's growth there and there's empathy and compassion there. People who pass blames do not know how to take accountability and are responsible for their actions. So instead they try and avoid it in order for people not to accuse them of any consequences that could lead to that that is the cause of that action. And we live in a world, in a culture where a lot of people like to shift blame. They don't like to take accountability. They just like to do their own thing, and then whoever's there on the line should sort it out. But that's not really fair. Put down is, in environments where blame is commonly passed around, the individual may adopt a defensive mindset to avoid being singled out or scapegoated. So defensiveness is another thing. The reason why you're defensive is because you really and truly don't want to face yourself as an individual and face that you've actually been wrong, and you don't want to admit that you're wrong. That's literally what it is. That's what it is. That's what you summarize it as. Now, lack of self-awareness. Ooh, a lot of people don't have self-awareness, and it baffles my head, because if it was like, when you do something, do you not think about other people? Do you not think about yourself? Do you not think about, okay, cool, maybe I'm the cause of it? Or do you not think about, like, obviously, if you're in a cycle of things that's constantly happening in your life, do you not realize that it's because of your actions and because of the way you navigate things, and because you repeatedly do the same thing over and over again, that it leads to the same results over and over and over and over again? That's something that I feel like a lot of people don't know. I feel like a lot of people need to learn that self-awareness is such a key thing. And if you have that, you're very mature, because the thing was like, a lot of people don't have this. And the thing was like, they question themselves. Like, for me, when somebody questions themselves like that, it's the thing was like, have you not looked at yourself and realized that you're the cause of your own consequences. You're the cause of why your life is turned out like that. Okay, you're not self-aware, and if you're not self-aware, you're not able to grow in order to change that situation for the better. You constantly stay stuck in that situation and constantly make it worse for yourself, and then it's going to be hard for you to pull yourself out later on when it leads to consequences, and that consequence leads to another one, from that one leads to another one, and because you've not been self-aware, you've not hit the bull by the eyes, right? Then obviously you don't really know how to change that situation for yourself. Now I'm going to give you ways on how to change this. Number 1 would be adapt a growth mindset. So what I mean by this, view mistake as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as failure. This mindset makes it easier to take responsibility without fear of judgment. It takes time to be in that growth mindset because it takes you looking at yourself and reflecting. It's self-reflection in order for you to grow, have a growth mindset. In order for you to understand and acknowledge that, okay, cool, I am wrong. And it takes a lot. Like, if you can do that, I appreciate you. Like, you've done a great job because it's not an easy thing to do in this society that we're in. So that's literally what it is. Now, number 2 would be practice self-reflection. Take time regularly to assess your action, decision, and their consequences. And ask yourself honest questions about what you could have done differently and how you can improve that. So make sure that when it comes to certain things, you know that you're reflecting on yourself. When you, let's say for example, somebody slapped somebody, question yourself, why would you slap that person? Was it reasonable? Did you have to, like, why? What made you do that? Like, are you in the wrong? Are you in the right? That's just an example. Take that. Now, number 3 will be take ownership of your mistake. When things go wrong, acknowledge your role and focus on finding a solution rather than making excuses. This builds your credibility and self-confidence, and you boost your reputation as a trustworthy person. Somebody who lacks accountability, somebody who is not able to take responsibility for that action, is somebody who's a liar, and is somebody who is putting up a facade of themselves, and somebody who don't like or who have not acknowledged themselves as a human being. Just acknowledge themselves and actually seeing themselves for who they are. Those are the people who do not take accountability. Sometimes it's understandable because we've all been there, but if it was like you consistently do that and it's to everybody, it's not to a particular person, it's everybody, then you have an issue. You just sort yourself out. Number 4 will be set clear personal standard. Define your values, principle, and hold yourself accountable to them. Make a commitment to follow through on your words and action. Cool. Discipline. That's literally what it is. When you say you're going to do something, stop lying to yourself and stop lying to people. The more you lie to yourself, the less trustworthy you feel of yourself. The less you trust yourself. The more it's almost like you are manipulating yourself. It's almost like you are gaslighting yourself. That's what you're doing. You're telling yourself you're going to do it, but then you end up not doing it. You end up doing something else. You're gaslighting yourself. You're manipulating yourself. Stop doing that. Make sure that when it comes to anything, right, make sure you take accountability. It's as simple as that. When you're wrong, say it. Even if they're going to judge you for anything, just say it and leave. Because there's some people where it's like you might say like obviously what you've done wrong, but then same people that will rub it in your face. Same people like that, just walk away from them. Say what you need to say. You know you've been true to yourself. You know you've been true to them. When you say it and leave. That's literally what it is. Don't wait on nobody, because same people will rub it in your face, and it's not a good thing, because I feel it's like I'm human, like it's bound to happen. So for me to be able to even own up to my mistake, that's a blessing, and that's maturity. So yeah, now the last one would be acknowledge and celebrate progress. So when you see that you're improving yourself, celebrate yourself, because who's going to celebrate you? Like, nobody's going to celebrate you in this world apart from you. You get? So you need to be your biggest supporter. So what I've written here is recognize small wins when you take responsibility and reward yourself for improvement. Positive reinforcement helps build accountability habits. So that's what it is. The summary of this video is take accountability, be responsible of yourself, be responsible of your action, your words, and everything that you say to people. Acknowledge yourself and look at yourself. Look at yourself first and try and be self-aware. That's the best way for you to take accountability, because it's almost like you're putting yourself in other people's shoes to understand that if this was done to me, how would I feel? So therefore, let me apologize, or let me try and be better for myself and for them. So yeah guys, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you should. And yeah, bye.